It's Shamanda, or Dr. Shamanda. Welcome back to my channel, where we talk about all things mental health, personal finance, and overall strategies to live your best life. We gotta talk. Now, from the title of this video, you already know it's about to be a good one, okay? If y'all in my business, which I hope you are, because you should be following this journey. If you've been on this journey, you already know what's going on. You already know that I told y'all a pivot was coming. It was already in the works, and now I can officially share. So I want to talk to you guys about the fact that I am or have resigned my new position. Now, I know I have literally been in this role for, by the time I finished up my resignation period, would be 6 months. And while I do not encourage people only staying in a role for 6 months, a year, anything like that, I do know that there are times when that's just what it is gonna have to be. And I feel that, like, with employers, they give you 30 days, or excuse me, 90 days. Like, there's like a 90-day probational period. I think that we should give the job 90 days too, like, honestly. And honestly, I said that literally with all due respect, meaning, like, you should be interviewing for the, like, basically you should be interviewing that company and seeing if it's a good fit. Is this a good cultural fit? Is this a good company, in terms of, like, growth? Like, if you are looking for leadership or even promotions and just opportunities to grow your skills and develop, like, you should really be in that company figuring those things out in that first 3 to 6 months. Like, because at the end of the day, you don't get everything during the interview. You might know obviously how much you might get paid or your hours, and you might know a little bit about the team if you meet them during the interview process. But for the most part, that's all you're gonna get, and it's not until you get in till you, like, get the full picture. And that's just what it is. And so that's not necessarily a bad thing, especially if you're new in the field. But if you're a seasoned professional like me, baby, I'm gonna know up front. I'm gonna know very quickly. Now, I kind of gave y'all a hint because I told y'all I wasn't counting my 401k match. That should have told y'all right there. Like, I'm not gonna get attached to the money that y'all matching, because I know this ain't gonna work out for me too much longer. I could tell. But anyway, that's not what we're talking about today. I want to talk about the fact that I want to tell you guys why I have decided to resign my new role, and the fact that I am resigning and I am going into a new role, and I am going to be making $20,000+ more. And I'm so grateful for that, especially on this journey towards financial freedom and time freedom. So let's jump right into it. I'm gonna tell you 5 reasons why I resigned my position. First reason, y'all can see it. I'm tired, okay? Like, I'm tired. It just don't get no clearer than that. I am tired, okay? And the reason, obviously, I live with autoimmune disease. Yes, I get it. And I take injections for that, like, every week. I'm about to take mine now. It's on every Tuesday. But it ain't just that. So I work these super early hours, right? And it's just part of the nature of what we do and the patients that we serve, that it's early hours. And as the manager, I don't always have to work in office. I work a hybrid schedule. But for this particular position, sometimes it requires me to work. Well, I have been sticking to the hybrid schedule, but I think that for this particular role, it needs somebody who can be in person all the time, and I just can't do it. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. And I'm a manager, so I'm over the whole program, and I'm just tired. The hours don't work well with my autoimmune disease, and I have a commute, almost an hour commute, so to and from, right? So it's 2 hours of driving. And of course, if I'm trying to be on my fitness journey and all that, by the time I get home, I'm sleepy. Yes, it's super early and I get off early and I have my whole day, but, like, who wants to walk around fatigued all day and tired? I already have to deal with it from my medicine. I don't have time for this. And I feel like I wasn't even this tired before. So I don't know if it's because of the new injections or it's just the combination of the job, the work hours, and the injections. I don't know, but I'm gonna find out, because once things switch over, I'll be able to see. But I just can't I cannot do this to myself. I can't keep doing my body like this. Like, I don't think these hours are normal. I know like nurses work these hours in like hospitals and stuff, but I just don't think these hours are, it don't work well for me. I'm tired of looking tired all the time, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired. It's just not worth it. Ain't no amount of money worth it. I'm sorry. And obviously, well, I'll talk about that in a minute. The second one is that, yeah, I'm going back to being a therapist. I think I told y'all that I realized that like I missed it. But what I realized too, more than anything, is I will never, and I'm gonna say this. Should I say never? Maybe not. I don't want to ever be a middle manager ever again. I don't want to be nobody's manager. I don't want to tell you what to do. No, thank you. I want to focus on my patients, making sure they have the best treatment possible. Showing up and being the best therapist person possible. I can help with some things because I'm just a natural leader, but I'm not being responsible for nobody. I'm not interested in doing that anymore. Like, I just realized that, and I realized that the leadership stuff, the management stuff, really needs to be allocated to my own business. I will get the same fulfillment essentially, right? If I just put that same energy into growing my business, my production company, all that stuff, right? Building my YouTube channel and all that, or whenever I get ready to film new projects and movies and TV series, all that kind of stuff, managing teams, like, because when you do a production, it's a whole team to manage. I now have those skills, and so guess what? Now I'm gonna use those same skills that I used to manage a whole team, a whole program. I'm gonna use that and put that into my business when it's time for me to completely go into that. Or it's just between projects and stuff like that. But to manage a team for a company, I'm not interested. I just want to show up and do my job and see my patients, be a provider, like a direct provider. That's it. I'm not interested. Don't call me and tell me you're going to be late, you're going to want to be off. I'm not signing nobody's time cards. Like all that stuff. I'm not interested in doing that. I can do those things very well, and I did a very great job, by the way. But I'm just not interested, y'all. I'm just not interested. I'm so nice. You know what I'm saying? I'm lenient, flexible. I'm very understanding. I don't know that it's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know. I still don't know, and I don't care. So there's that. So I'm not interested. No, thank you. The third thing is I just want more work-life balance. And Emma Grede said that doesn't even really exist, and I get it, to a certain degree. But I do think that, like, ultimately what I mean by that is I want to be able to show up every day, do my job, work, serve. I always say that work to me is service. That's what it should be, right? Like, I don't think God made us to be lazy, just sitting around at home not doing nothing. I do think that we should be doing something and giving back to society, using our gifts, our skills, those things. And that's what the world calls work. And as a result of our work, we get paid, we get compensated, right? And either you're getting compensated running your own business and providing a service, or you're getting compensated because you're kind of helping someone else run their organization. You're providing a service through their company. Either way, however you want to look at it, whatever works for you in that season. Either way, I just want to show up and do that during the day, and then but also be able to do things that are important to me, like film for my YouTube channel, like write for my production company, actually produce my projects, and go to the gym, go on trips with my kids and enjoy time with them, hang out with my family sometime, you know what I'm saying? Like, go to the grocery store, do the coffee date. Like, there are things I want to do, and I don't want to be so tired and bogged down because I'm working all the time, or working these hours, or because I'm the manager and I got to make sure I'm on all the time and available. But you know what else that means? That means that I had to give up, and willingly have given up teaching. Last night, I taught my last class ever, y'all, as far as I'm concerned. I even told my students that, like, y'all, I'm done. Yeah, they were laughing, but like, for real, I'm good, baby. No, thank you. So, gave up teaching. I had started like a little small practice, and I don't even think I want to do that no more, y'all. I know it sounds crazy, but I have a few patients. I'm gonna see them until they're done, but after that, I think I'm gonna shut that down. I want one job while I run my company, my business, my production company. So if I did a poll, and I asked you guys what content y'all wanted to see from me, And I gave the choices of, do you want me working a nine, like, did I say, it was 3 choices. I said, I know it was something about full-time self-employment. The second option was managing a 9 to 5 and a self-employment or running my own business, whatever. And then I think the third one was, I don't know what the third one was. I don't know. But anyway, so most everybody, like, I had maybe 3 votes, but most people voted for to see me work a 9 to 5 while running my company, or, you know, managing my self-employment. So I was like, okay, this is perfect. That is like a perfect combination. And, you know, in so many ways I've been doing that already. Like, that's what I've been doing. But here's the thing, y'all, and this is why I'm so excited about this journey this time around, is because when I was working before I started this early morning management role, I was also doing my dissertation, y'all. Like, I was writing my dissertation. So I had late nights just writing some nights, right? Keep in mind, I finished my dissertation, a 20,000 something page paper, research paper, in 9 months. There are people who literally take 5 years to do that. Just that one part of the doctoral program. I did it in 9 months, so that's crazy, right? But I did that while also working full time. I was remote, but I was a therapist full time through a hospital system. So, you know, and then I was teaching too. I feel like I was teaching a little bit. Was I teaching? Yes, I think I was teaching. And so, you know, I don't really know. I mean, I kind of remember a little bit, but what it's like to just do one thing, you know what I'm saying? And I don't really consider this like a thing. Like, it doesn't take too much of my time. I can literally film a video on the way home, something like that. Like, it's really not a big deal. Or early in the mornings, like when I get up for work. Like, now that I'm working, I'll be working regular hours essentially. But to like not have to like come home, try to take a little nap, because I'm about to have like a 3-hour block where have to be on again, like whether that's teaching or whether that's, you know, seeing some clients or whatever. Like, I just, or writing, having a writing session. Like, I don't want to have to do that anymore, and I'm not going to do that no more. I want a work-life balance. So, for example, maybe it's I'm getting up, you know, obviously getting up in time to get dressed and all that, but then I'm gonna film my content in the morning before I go to work, and maybe even get it edited and posted, which I don't do a lot of editing anyway, so there's that. So I can get that video posted, do my hours of serving, because I'm gonna stop calling, like I said, I don't call my jobs work anymore, I call it serving. Do that, and then come home and go to the gym, spend time with my kids, have dinner, you know, like practice my piano, have a little writing session. And I know, you know, somebody might say, well, you're still doing a lot of stuff, but these are all things that like I'm doing because I just want to do them. They're my part of my self-care and coping and living life, versus these like ways to make money. Like, it's like side hustles, like you're working and earning, like to earn money. I don't want to do nothing like that. I want to work my one job and, you know, use that. That's like everything else is about things that are pouring into me. Not that I'm not getting fulfilled for my work, but like that's me helping other people. I want to do things that are about me after I finish my work or serving every day. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, so no more teaching. Very limited private practice. That has a time limit on it, and yeah, so no side hustling, just one job. The fourth reason is for a salary increase. So I told y'all I'll be making $20,000+. So it's a $20,000 increase, but also I'll be able to earn bonuses. Listen, like, I'm so excited. And I am actually returning back to the same hospital system I just left from 6 months ago, almost 6 months ago. So I'm grateful for that. I'm so like, thank y'all for letting me come back. Like, I'm so grateful, baby. I'm not leaving again. Like, I actually said I was gonna be like, go self-employed full time. But I really think that, you know, it was a blessing that God allowed me to get back with the system, because that's the longest place I've been with. And, you know, if I ever do feel like, okay, I don't want to work full time, I can always go part time, I can always go PRN, but at least I'm back in this system. Because y'all, I don't know if y'all follow me. Y'all, those who aren't new, y'all know I would be earning out some bonuses, baby, or I'm getting like, you know what I'm saying, free, I don't want to call it free, but like the 401k contributions. Like, y'all know, that's how I was able to hit these numbers so quick. And I'm just like, oh yeah, baby. And so I'm so excited about that. And I'm coming in at a much higher salary, which I negotiated, by the way. I feel like in the role before, like the current role that I'm in now, the management role, I actually, in transparency, I just took a pay cut to come. But I wanted to be in management so bad, I was willing to do that. But I would never do that again, because I'm not going to ever undervalue myself. Now, I will say, even in this role, the new role, the $20,000 is great, but it's still not where I should be for what I feel the value I bring, especially at a doctoral level, multiple licenses and all that stuff. But as the base salary, I can work with it. You know what I'm saying? I can work with it. And it's literally halfway through the year, so I'll be getting a new, like a bonus or some bonuses and a raise. So, you know, yeah, that part. And the fourth reason, y'all, is that I genuinely want to be able to retire early. And so with that being said, I can't afford to work jobs that don't pay me what I'm worth. I can't afford to take pay cuts no more. I have to constantly be elevating my salary, my income, so that I am able to save, invest, pay off debt. With this role, I'm on track to be able to pay off my car, y'all. I told y'all I'm trying to pay off in the next 90 days, essentially. Well, less than 90 days now. And I can do that, you know. I can pay off debt. I can get back to investing the way I want to invest. Like, I can hit my 50K investment goal by the end of the year with this role, right? So, and then 100K by the end of next year. I'm so excited about this, and I'm just grateful. So I know, you know, some people are like, girl, you just changed jobs 5 months ago. What is wrong with you? Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I resigned my job again for the second time in 1 year. Yes, I did. But I got over $20,000 increase, and I'm about to have a whole lot more work-life balance. And I'm not gonna be so sleepy all the time. I don't think. It might take me a little bit of time to get back, you know, yeah. But overall, I'm excited about it. I really am. And I get to go back to working with kiddos, so that makes me happy. All right, y'all, that is this video. Thank you for allowing me to share at my pace, because I know y'all probably been like, what she got going on? Thank you for being on this journey with me. I am getting closer to monetizing this channel, and I was like, who is that? Getting closer to monetizing this channel, and it's all because of your support. You watching these videos, you commenting, you liking, you subscribing and sharing. And I actually get paid on Friday, y'all, so stay tuned. I pay my mortgage on Friday, so make sure you tune in to see how much equity I have in my home. And I'm actually gonna be doing a video very soon. I'm gonna tell you guys how I'm gonna break down this new income and like what I plan to do with it. So, all right, thank y'all again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.